Joint and byproduct costing. Joint process is a single process in which one product cannot be manufactured without producing others. While joint cost, these are costs that are incurred in the manufacture of two or more products from common process. And the costs that are incurred after the split of point in the production is known as separate cost. And the point at which individual products are first identifiable in a joint process is known as split of point. Say for example, okay, in producing rice, no? The process, okay, in producing rice or yung bigas, no? Ay magkakaroon muna ng land preparation. Okay? So, kailangan pong bungkalin yung lupa, no? And then, i-prepare po at may patubig po yan. Then, merong binhi. So, these are part of labor cost, okay? And material cost, okay? So, yung binhi, and then, magkakaroon ng fertilizer, and then the next process ay yung harvesting, no? Yung pwede po siyang gamitan po ng thresher, okay? O kaya naman yung rotavator na sabi po na sa mga probinsya at diretso na po 'yun sa sako, okay? So pwedeng ibenta na ngayon yung palay ng sariwa or i-further process at gawin pong dry, no? A good or higher quality para pwede na siyang i-mill. At syempre, kung may further processing, may additional cost at mas mahal po siya pwedeng ibenta. Pero ang palay, iba po sa bigas. Di ba? So yung bigas ay na further process na at na mill. No? Kaya may rice milling. So yung palay, kapag na-harvest, okay, ipapadry, and then kapag good na yung quality, pwede na siyang i-mill, then magiging bigas. Okay, tapos ilalagay po sa sako, then ibebenta or pwedeng ibenta per kilo. So this is an example of joint process. Okay? So in producing products, no? So pwede po na during that production, the joint process, okay, ay maraming product ang pwede niyang ma-produce, no? Say for example, yung bigas, at yan yung main product, at byproduct niya would be the rice husk. At yung rice husk, okay, sa uh, ibang lengguwahe or dialekto, okay, yun po ay ang term nila doon ay tuyo or digi, no? Ito po ay pwedeng gawing fertilizer, no? Yung iba naman ginagawa siyang rice husk ash. Okay, tapos pinapakain po 'yan sa isda, no? Sa fish pond, okay? Tinatapon po 'yan and kinakain po ng mga isda or even yung mga alagang baboy. Okay, so these are byproducts. Okay, so in a joint process, okay, na nagkakaroon ng joint cost. So it entails joint cost, no? Yung labor, material, overhead cost, okay? Ay nagastos, okay, ng isang producer, farmer, okay, businessman, and yung mga produktong na-produce naman niya, i-allocate niya doon sa kanilang products during, okay, the joint production, okay? Yung joint process. Example, in producing meat products o kaya naman yung poultry farming, ano? Siyempre, yung chicken. Sisiw pa lang po. Okay, ano bang nauna, itlog ba o kaya manok? Eh, hindi na po natin yan na problema. Basta ang importante po, may produkto, may wing part, may leg part, may breast part. Okay? At napapansin natin sa wet market, okay, sa public market, magkakaiba ang presyo nila. Hindi pare-parehas. Pwede mong ibenta, okay, ang manok ng live weight mas mura. Dress weight, ibig sabihin, okay, nakatay na po, natanggal na po yung mga feather at tinapon na po yun at hindi po yun mapapakinabangan kaya ang tawag natin doon waste part ng produkto. Okay? While yung kanyang yung chicken feet, diba? Yung kanyang bituka, no? Isaw, o kaya helmet, di ba? Yung mga part na ito ay hindi po yan waste kasi pwede pang mabenta at mapakinabangan, no? At may bumibili kaya ang tawag natin doon ay byproduct. Okay? Byproduct. While what I mentioned a while ago, yung leg part, wing part, breast part, these are main products, okay? Doon sa joint production or process. Okay? Ngayon, yung joint cost, nandyan po yung materials, labor, overhead. Ang tanong ay paano mo i-allocate sa mga main product kaya pala magkakaiba ang presyo. Okay? So, we're going to discuss yung mga methods in allocating the products or cost to the products, to the main products. Okay? Now, separate costs, these are costs that are incurred after split-off point. So, ibig sabihin, the split-off point is the point at which individual products are identifiable. So, pag kinatay na po yung, say for example, yung manok, okay, ini-split off na po, o ma-identify mo na ito na yung mga products niya. Okay? So, kapag further process pa, ginawa pong tocino, ginawa pong chicken fillet, etc. Okay, chicken nuggets. So, may additional production, may additional further processing cost. Okay? These are costs incurred after the split off na. Okay, so ganun po ano. Ngayon, ano ba yung mga methods natin? Okay? In allocating the cost known as the joint cost, okay, incurred during the joint process, okay, to the main products known as the joint product. Ayan. And the incidental products, okay, known as byproduct or scrap. Ayan po, no? So wala pong costing or accounting for waste kasi wala po siyang value. Okay? And in the allocating the joint cost, we can use the so-called PMA, physical measurement approach, or the MMA, monetary measurement approach. Okay? In the physical measurement approach, there is no, okay, impact or effect in allocating the joint cost with regard to the value or peso value. Okay? So we will focus only on the physical measurement. While monetary measurement approach considers not only the physical but also the peso value. Okay? And under monetary measurement approach, we have sales value at split of point. Ibig sabihin nito, magkano ba siya mabebenta? Okay? At split of point. Okay? Times number of units. Ibig sabihin, okay, kung assuming no yung alagang baboy, say for example, no, hinarvest na po, okay, at dadalhin sa abattoir, okay, at doon po kinatay, then may mga buyer na right there and then bibilhin na nila. So at split off, mayroon na pong mga siguro restaurant diyan na owners na nandun na po at nakaabang para mas mura po, okay, yung bentahan. Okay, so at split off, magkano niya ibebenta? Magkano yung part ng pata? Magkano yung part ng ribs? No? Magkano yung part ng liempo? Okay, so ganun po, no? Kasi kung may mga middleman pa, additional disposal cost ang tawag doon eh. Yun yung mga marketing cost or disposal cost, transportation cost, dadalhin pa sa market, edi additional po yun. Okay, ipro-promote pa, etc. Okay? While NRV at split off, ito naman po net realizable value at split off is a method wherein the sales value at split off point will be reduced by disposal cost. Ayan po ano. So kung selling price po dito times number of units, that's the sales value. Dito naman, sales value at split off less the disposal cost. So pwedeng selling price minus disposal cost per unit times number of units. While approximated, kaya nag-a-approximate ka lang, okay? Or nag-estimate ka lang kasi hindi mo pa ginagawa ito. Gagawin mo pa lang. Say for example, yung part ng baboy, pwede ko bang gawing tocino? Yes. Okay, pwede bang yung part ng chicken gawing tocino, gawing chicken nuggets? Okay, so may additional ka bang gagastusin? Yes, at ang tawag natin dyan ay further processing cost. Okay? So kung mag-further process ka, additional cost, definitely you will not impose or uh, peg a price the same as the selling price at split off. Dapat mas mahal. Diba? So the final selling price, less the further processing cost, less disposal cost, yan naman yung approximated NRV. Okay? So nag-approximate ka lang. So pwedeng yan yung method in allocating the joint cost. Okay. Now, pwedeng ang focus naman theoretically, no? Ako ba ay further process or will I sell at split off point? Okay? So, in determining whether uh, you will sell at split off or further process, you have to compare the incremental revenue and incremental cost. If it is positive, hence incremental revenue is greater than incremental cost, then you further process. If it is negative, ibig sabihin, yung cost mo mas mapapagastos ka pa, additional cost compared sa additional nakita revenue, then it would be better to sell at split of point. Okay? Pag nag-equal, syempre, indifference point na yan. It's up to you na, no? Kung sa tingin mo, ma-maintain mo yung good relationship mo with your customers kapag nag-further process ka, o kaya naman sell at split off, it would be better na, kung ano po yung ma-maintain mo, no? Na meron kang mga kliyente, yan, or customer. Okay? So, how to determine incremental revenue? Okay, all you have to do is just to deduct the final selling price less the selling price at split off. So, kung ang final selling price kapag ginawa mo siyang tosino ay 100 per kilo, kunyari lang po per kilo. Okay? Mura na po 'yon. Tapos kapag kasinel mo siya at split off ay 80 per kilo, okay? So 100, okay? Minus 80, then there is an incremental revenue additional na kikitain 20. Pero magkano yung gastos? Okay? So, total cost after further processing less disposal cost at split of point. Okay? That's the further processing cost. So, magkano yung further processing cost? Okay? So, this is total cost after further processing, which is composed of further processing cost and disposal cost. Okay? In some problems, parehas lang ang disposal cost at the time of split off at disposal cost after further processing. Okay? Kaya ang nangyayari, magkano na lang yung further processing cost? Okay? Yun na lang ang i-compare natin. Kunyari, additional cost mo, say for example, ay 15. Okay? Tapos ang disposal cost mo ay 10. O edi meron kang further processing cost na 5. Ayan po. Kung parehas lang ang disposal cost at split off and disposal cost after, okay, further processing. So, 5 ang ating incremental cost versus 20, so higher, it would be better to further process. But there can also be an instance na nung further process, iba ang presyo ng disposal cost. Okay? And to illustrate, we have problem letter A. Okay. So, Beshi Company produces 4 solvents from same process. Crystal, okay, black, clear, and silver. Joint production costs are 9,000. So sa pag-produce daw po, 9,000 ang nagastos. And we have number of barrels, 750 for crystal, 1,000 for black, 1,400 for silver, 2,000 for silver, 1,400 for clear. Sales price per barrel at split off. So this is the selling price at split off. Kung ibebenta siya at split off, 10 peso, 8 peso, 11 peso, 15 peso. Disposal cost per barrel at split off. So kapag naka-NRV tayo, ide-deduct mo ngayon yung disposal cost. So minus 6.5, minus 4, minus 7, minus 9.5. Okay? So kung NRV. Pero kapag ikaw po ay naka-sales value lang, hanggang dito lang. Yan. Okay? But if you're going to use in allocating the approximated NRV, approximated, estimated, use the final selling price, less further processing cost, okay, and less disposal cost. In this case, the disposal cost at split off, okay, for crystal, black, clear, and silver are not the same, okay, with regard to the disposal cost after further processing. Okay? So, sabi dito, if Beshi sells the product after further processing, the following disposal costs will be incurred. For crystal, 2.5. For black, 1. For clear, 3.5. And for silver, 6. Okay? So, alamin mo muna, ano ba yung method? Okay? Physical measurement ba? Sales value at split off? NRV ba? Approximated NRV. Kasi kung approximated NRV, 13.5 minus 2 minus 2.5. Hindi po yung 6.5. 10 minus 2.5 minus 1 for black. And so on. Okay? So, let us proceed to the first question. Using physical measurement approach or method, what amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product block? So the joint processing cost is 9,000. So ito po yun. Okay? And for product block, we have 1,000. Okay? So under physical measurement approach, we focus on the barrel. So pag inad natin, 700 plus 50 plus 1,000, that's 1,750, plus 2,000, 3,750, plus 1,4, that's 5,150. Okay, so based on physical measurement approach, 5,150 po ang ating denominator. 1,000 over 5,150 times 9,000. The joint cost allocated to product block is 1,748. Yan po yung cost niya. Okay, so yan po, no? While for product clear, okay, same method, physical measurement approach. So 5,150 is the total number of barrels produced. Okay. And clear has 1,400 barrels divided by 5,150 times 9,000. So the joint cost allocated to product clear is 2,447. Okay. On the other hand, with regard to product crystal, okay, so we have your crystal, 750 barrels were produced, okay, divided by 5,150 times 9,000. So the joint cost allocated to product crystal is 1,311. And last, for product silver, okay, we have 2,000 barrels produced divided by 5,150 times 9,000. So we have 3,495 pesos as joint cost allocated to product silver. So as you will notice, class, okay, we did not consider any peso value nor disposal cost. Okay? We only focused on the number of barrel or the physical measurement. Okay. Now let's proceed to monetary measurement approach. Using sales value at split off, what amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product block? Okay? So we have here the number of barrels and the selling price per barrel at split off. Okay, so you have 750 times 10, 7.5. Okay, that's the sales value at split off. Okay, without consideration or without considering the disposal cost, further processing, or the final selling price. 1,000 times 8, we have 8,000. 1,4 times 11, 15,400. 2,000 times 15, you have 30,000 for a total of 60,900. So for product block, okay, we have 8,000. Divide this by 60,900 times 9,000. The joint cost allocated to product block is 1,182. On the other hand, for product crystal, okay, we have here crystal. The sales value at split of point, okay, of product crystal is 7,500. But the total sales value of these four products, okay, amounted to 60,900. So to allocate the joint cost, okay, we have to determine the ratio, 7.5 divided by 60,900 times 9,000 is 1,108. Okay, so that's the joint cost allocated to product crystal using sales value at split of point. Next, how about product silver? Okay, the sales value is 30,000. So you have 30,000 divided by 60,900 times 9,000. So the joint cost allocated to product silver is 4,433. And last, using sales value at split of point, what amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product clear? So we have here clear, the sales value is 15,400. Okay? Divide this by the total sales value of 60,900, multiply it by the joint cost of 9,000. The joint cost allocated to product clear is 2,276. Okay, so we're done with sales value at split off. Let's proceed to net realizable value at split off. What amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product crystal? Okay, so in this case, we're going to compute the NRV at split off. Okay, so the selling price at split off, which is 10 less the disposal cost at split off, is equal to 3.5. That's the NRV, the net realizable value at split off per barrel times 750 barrels. So the total NRV at split off is 2,625. Okay. While for product black, we have 8 minus 4, that's 4 times 1,000, we have 4,000 NRV at split off. For product clear, we have 1,400. Okay. Multiply it by 4, so you have 5,600. And for product silver, we have 2,000 barrels. Multiply it by 5.5. Okay, is 11,000. Okay, so the total NRV at split off is 23,225, and that this will be your denominator. So in computing for the allocated joint cost to product crystal, we have 2,625. Okay, that's the NRV. Divide it by 23,225 times 9,000 joint cost. So our answer is 1,100 or 1,017, okay, pesos. For number 10, using net realizable value at split off, what amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product black? So focus naman tayo kay product black. Same process. Okay? So again, we have 3.5 times 750, that's 2,625. Okay? 4 times 1,000, that's 4,000. 4 times 1,400, that's 5,600. 2,000 times 5.5, that's 11,000 for a total of 23,225. Okay? In allocating the joint cost to product black, we have 4,000. Divide this by 23,225 times 9,000 joint cost. And the allocated joint cost now is 1,550 for product black. Now, same requirement, but for product clear. So this is clear. Okay? 5,600 is the NRV of product clear. Okay? Divide this by 23,225. Multiply it by the joint cost of 9,000. So, the allocated joint cost to product clear is 2,170. And last requirement under NRV, the net realizable value at split of point allocated to product silver. So you have product silver. Okay. We have here 5.5 times 2,000, 11,000. Divide this by 23,225 times 9,000. So the allocated joint cost to product silver is 4,263. Okay, now, how about if the method, okay, used to allocate the joint cost is approximated NRV? Okay. What amount of joint processing cost is allocated to product clear? So we have here product clear, okay? And under this method, we will use the final selling price instead of the selling price at split off. Okay? So final selling price minus further processing cost. Okay? Minus disposal cost. In this case, we have two, okay, disposal costs provided. The first disposal cost is the cost at split off, and another disposal cost. These are costs after further processing. Now, between the two, we are going to use the disposal cost after further processing. Okay? So 2.5 for product clear or crystal, 1 for product black, 3.5 for product clear, and 6 for product silver. Now, using this format, 13.5 final selling price minus 2, okay, further processing minus 2.5 is equivalent to 9. So that's the approximated NRV. Okay? So 750 times 9 is 6,750. Okay? 10 minus 2.5 minus 1, it is 6.5. So the approximated NRV per barrel is 6.5 times 1,000 barrel, you have 6,500. 15.5, okay, minus 4, okay, so that's 11.5 minus 3.5 is equivalent to 8. Times 1,4, you have 11,200. And last, 19.5 minus 4.5 further processing cost minus 6, okay? Disposal cost after further processing, you have 9. 9 times 2,000, we have 18,000. And sum it up, okay, the total approximated NRV is 42,450. Okay? Now, in allocating 9,000 joint costs to product clear, okay, we have 11,200 divided by 42,450, okay, times 9,000. The allocated joint cost to product clear is 2,374. Next item, how about product crystal? So you have crystal, okay, same process. 750 times 9, you have 6,750. Okay, this is the approximated NRV divided by the total approximated NRV and multiply this by the joint cost of 9,000, and we are going to compute for allocated joint cost of 1,431 for product crystal. While for product black, okay, same problem, same method, approximated NRV. So 1,000 times 6.5, we have 6,500. Divide this by the total approximated NRV of 42,450 times the joint cost of 9,000. Then the allocated joint cost is 1,378. And last requirement, using approximated NRV for product silver, how much amount of cost or joint cost is allocated to this product. So you have silver 2,000 times 9, we have 18,000. Divide this by the total approximated NRV of 42,450 multiplied by 9,000. So you have 3,816. So this is the allocated joint cost. Okay? Now, the total cost is equivalent to direct cost of the product plus the allocated joint cost. Okay? Now, to illustrate further, okay, we'll proceed to byproduct, okay, in determining the unit cost. Now, byproduct, value and treatment. So, if the problem provides for a byproduct, alamin nyo kung magkano siya mabebenta. Kasi sabi nga natin, no, like yung sa manok, no, we have yung helmet, di ba, yung Adidas, di ba? These are byproduct, isaw, etc. Magkano siya mabebenta, pero magkano din yung cost ng byproduct. Okay? Kasi hindi lang pwedeng may produkto ka na wala ka namang ginastos. Okay? So, determine the NRV, the net realized value or net realizable value. Okay? So, technically, that's selling price or sales value less cost, NRV, ng byproduct. Okay? There are 4 treatments. If we are going to use the net realizable value method or NRV method, okay, it could either be reduction in cost of goods sold. So kung magkano mo mabebenta ang main product, bawasan mo yung cost of goods sold niya. So you reduce, okay, the cost of goods sold at NRV, the value of the byproduct, or reduce the joint cost bago ka mag-allocate sa mga main products. Yan. The problem, okay, here is, in case na silent, anong gagamitin natin? Okay? Now, usually, it is number 2, reduction in joint cost. Ayan. So kung magkano yung mapagbentahan na byproduct, tinanggal yung kanyang cost, so NRV, reduce the joint cost. Para yung natitira, pang-allocate mo na, i-allocate mo na sa mga main product. Ayan po, no? Pero kung sinabi po sa problem, net realized value method or also known as realized value. So wala yung word na N. Okay? Net, yung N or letter na N. Dun sa method, kunyari, realized value lang, hindi po realizable, okay? Then it can be treated as increase in other income. Okay, so syempre we have your sales minus cost of goods sold, okay, is equivalent to gross profit. Okay, ganyan po, no? Is equivalent, deducted by operating expense. So you have operating income. Ayan po, no? Operating income. So pwede mong dagdagan other income. Ayan. So dito siya ipapasok sa other income as additional at NRV. Ayan. Siyempre, ito pong sales revenue yan. Ito naman, cost of goods sold. So, gross profit. OPEX, you have operating income. Ayan. And you have here, plus other income in sale or disposal of byproduct. And the fourth step, pwede pong sabihin na increase in other revenue. Kapag other revenue, abay split natin yung NRV. Magkano mabebenta yung byproduct, it will be added to revenue dito po sa taas. Ayan. And yung cost of byproduct, it will be added to the joint cost na i-allocate naman using physical measurement approach, monetary measurement approach, and it will be part of the cost of goods sold kung nabenta naman. So ganun po, ano? Now, if the problem is silent, what we normally use ay reduction in joint cost. Let's proceed to problem letter B. To illustrate, okay, the treatment wherein the byproduct is reduction in joint costs, okay, we have here number 17. The byproduct, okay, culpa is the byproduct of the process. So it will be treated as reduction in joint cost. Okay? While number 18, what if culpa is a byproduct of, okay, beta? Okay? So we have here beta, no? Caron Butcher Manufacturing Company makes 3 products, alpha and beta are considered main products while culpa is a byproduct. Okay? Production and sales for the year were 220,000 pounds of product alpha saleable at 6. So 6 times 220,000, that's the sales value. Okay, sales value. Okay? 180,000 pounds of product beta saleable at 3, that's the sales value. 50,000 pounds of product culpa, which is a byproduct of the process or byproduct particularly of beta, times 0.9, that's 90 cents, that's the sales value. Pero yung NRV, kailangan mong bawasan ng cost ng bawat product. Yan yung direct cost nila. Like alpha, 320. Beta, direct cost niya, 190. Culpa, 69. Hindi pwedeng na-produce yung product na byproduct na wala siyang cost. Di ba? So that's 69. So 50,000 times 0.9, so that's 45,000 minus 69. So you have here 38,100. That's the NRV. The NRV of the byproduct. Ang tanong, anong gagawin mo sa NRV na 38,100? It can be a reduction in the joint cost. So number 17, if culpa is byproduct of the process, ito po yung joint cost natin, 276,600. Given po yan, ito po yun. Okay? Now, bawasan mo ng NRV ni culpa, and that's the net realized value of the byproduct, 50,000 times 0.9, that's the sales value, less the disposal cost, or simply the cost, 6,900, so that's 38,100. So to allocate now the adjusted joint cost, okay, to 38,500, anong method ang gagamitin natin? Okay. Going back, sabi dito, using byproduct revenue as cost reduction and net realizable value method of assigning joint cost. So in allocating the joint cost after adjusting the so-called byproduct NRV, gagamitan mo ng NRV din. Okay? At yung NRV natin, sales value minus cost after separation. or simply disposal cost. So you have 220 times 6, ito po yun, that's the sales value, and 180 times 3, ito naman yun. Okay? So you have sales value of 1,320,000 minus the separate cost of 320 direct cost. So the NRV is 1 million for product alpha. While for product beta, we have 180 times 3, that's 540 sales value, minus 190, so you have 350. So silang dalawa lang ang hahati, okay? Allocate natin ng joint cost, okay? At ang magiging denominator will be 1,350,000. Okay, so 1 million for product alpha. Okay, divide this by 1,350 times 238,500. So the allocated joint cost to the main product alpha is 176,667. On the other hand, for product beta, 350, okay, divide this by 1,350 times, okay, 238,500 after adjusting the NRV of product culpa, the byproduct, then the allocated joint cost, okay, to beta is 61,833. So these are your allocated joint cost. Okay. Now the question is compute the unit cost. Okay, unit cost. And the per unit cost is in terms of pounds. That is why you have to add, okay, the allocated joint cost to the separate cost to get the total cost. So 176,667 plus separate cost of 320,000, okay, 320, okay, that's the total cost. Divide this by 220,000 pounds, so the unit cost is 2.26 per pound. Per pound. Okay, that's for product alpha. On the other hand, for product beta, okay, we have 61,833 plus the separate cost of 190,000. Divide this by 180,000 pounds. Now, the unit cost of product beta, okay, is 1.4 per pound. Okay, this is an instance wherein the NRV of byproduct is treated as, okay, reduction in joint costs because culpa is the byproduct of the process. While for item 18, if culpa is the byproduct not of the process but of beta, okay, how are we going to allocate the joint cost? The joint cost of 276,600 will not be reduced by NRV of culpa. Okay, so it will not affect, okay, the NRV, or it will not be affected by the NRV of culpa. Okay, so 276,600 will still be the joint cost to be allocated. However, okay, using NRV method in allocating joint costs, okay, for product alpha, we computed a while ago, it's 1 million. For product beta, 350,000 NRV. So we have 1,350,000. Okay, however, you have to add the NRV of product culpa to beta because that's the byproduct of beta. So, okay, the total NRV is 1,388,100. Okay, that is the summation of 1,388,100, and it will be used as the denominator. Okay. And in order to compute the allocated joint costs, okay, we have to get the ratio. 1 million divided by 1,388,100 times the joint cost of 276,600, not affected by the NRV of culpa. We have 199,265 for product alpha. While for product beta, 388,100 divided by 1,388,100 times 276,600, the allocated joint cost is 77,335. And this is the allocated joint cost for product beta. Now, with regard to the requirement unit cost, you have to add the direct cost, okay, and the allocated joint cost, okay? Then divide this by the basis or in terms of pounds. So you have 220,000 pounds and 180,000 pounds, okay? Now, for product alpha, the direct cost is 320,000. Okay? Same, 320,000. Okay? While for product beta, the direct cost in this case, okay, is 151,900. Okay? A while ago, it is 190,000. Okay? So in computing 151,900, 190,000 direct cost of beta will be reduced by the NRV, okay, 38,100 of the byproduct pulpa. Okay? So the adjusted direct cost of beta is 151,900 plus the allocated joint cost 77,335 and 199,265. Okay? Then you have here the unit cost per pound for product alpha 2.36 peso per pound, and for product beta 1.27 peso per pound. Okay? So as of the moment, okay, we have already discussed the impact of byproduct treated as a byproduct of the process, which is a deduction or reduction in joint costs, while the byproduct treated as a byproduct of another product, not of the process. So you have to add the NRV in allocating the joint costs, and you have to deduct it in computing for the total cost. Okay? And this ends our discussion. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for through prayers, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Thank you and God bless.